Hello, this is Pamis Trankur. For those of you who are born in January, especially around mid-January, or late January, I think it is going to be an interesting year. I mean, of course, this cannot be true for everyone, but just as a rough generalization, if you were to look up at the skies, or if you know how to create charts on any basic platform, then you would know that the sun, of course, and then Mars, Venus, and Mercury, all of them are currently together in the same sign. So uh, in the sign of Capricorn. So it's now if you know your birth chart, then yeah, that whatever house the Capricorn represents in your chart would be an area probably where you would express a lot of energy during the year, and probably may have some achievements as well. But that, of course, all it's as I said, it's not true for everyone. It depends. Each chart is different. It depends on how those planets, for example, are doing in your chart. How are they getting aspected by other planets in your chart? So, of course, for better details, you need to consult an astrologer or you need to study it yourself. But just as a rough overview, it's a good area where you can try to exert more energy, whichever area of life that the sign of Capricorn is in your chart, the house. For example, uh, for those whose ascendant is Capricorn, note I'm talking of ascendant, not the sun sign. So then for them, of course, it's their first house itself is Capricorn, and so probably a year which will bring some important changes, maybe internally, or they will work on themselves a lot, their own identity and their own selves. Similarly, if someone's like say seventh house is Capricorn, so um, Capricorn is the seventh house in the chart, so that means yeah, they probably would work on their relationships this year. And if for those of you probably who are, let's say, single, it's a good time to exert some energy in the sphere of relationships. And relationships do not mean only romantic relationships; it can also mean business relationships or anything here related to do with a peer-to-peer relationship in a way. So similarly, sixth house, health or routine work, routine jobs. Yeah, fifth house is creativity, children, hobbies. Fourth house is the home itself. So on. Yeah. So if you know how to create a chart, or if you don't know, you can go to one of those websites where you can create a chart for free by just inputting your birth data. For example, aspectarian.com or AstroSeek, or yeah, you just Google, yeah. So and choose the. I am a tropical astrologer. I follow the tropical zodiac, so you can choose the tropical zodiac. Some people call it as Western astrology. So and just look, yeah, where these input your birth data, time, date of birth, and place, and you will get a chart. Yeah, do not be overwhelmed by it because of the symbols. You might feel a bit overwhelming, but I think you will realize what the sun is. Yeah, and so you will get to, you just Google where the symbols of different planets are, and you will get to see your chart and see what the sign of Capricorn is in your chart, which house it is. Yeah, follow the whole science method. Yeah, so otherwise it might become more confusing to you, and just see which house the sign of Capricorn is. And that might be a very interesting area in your life for those of you who are born in January up to, let's say, around 5th of February. Even those who are born in February, it would be interesting. But then Mercury moves out around 5th or 6th of February. It moves out to the next sign. But especially till around 5th of February, till from around 2nd or 3rd of January till around 5th of February, I think all these planets especially are making an interesting uh, group together in the sign of Capricorn, and especially in mid January, they are right opposite Jupiter. So I think especially for those who are born in mid or late January, this is a year in which you should not miss making an effort in the particular area in which in that particular sphere of life, which is being represented by the sign of Capricorn in your birth chart. Um, Probably things may anyway happen without you doing something, but if they are not, then you can exert some efforts in that particular area of your life, and they may bear good fruits, given that Jupiter is right opposite all these. Yeah. Of course, as I said, it differs from person to person. For example, Jupiter in your birth chart may not be that efficient, for example, may not have enough, what we say in astrology as accidental dignity. So, yeah, but still, yeah, for many people, it would be an interesting year in that area of life for those who are born in January, especially mid and late January. Bye bye.